touch of you. Oh my, our bodies interlace, slow and easy.
you.